Hello, this is Professor TK the Chemist, and today we're going to do something that a lot of students are having trouble with, and that is writing chemical formulas. Let's get into it. On the screen, I have a problem that deals with writing formulas based on two different elements that they are giving you. And in this particular example, they want you to write an ionic compound. Now, in case you're wondering what is an ionic compound, that's when you have a metal plus a non-metal element coming together to swap charges. Let's show you how to do this first example. We're going to write the chemical formula, ionic compound that is, for aluminum and oxygen. First thing you would need to do is look at your periodic table and find the ionic charge for aluminum, which in this case, it is +3. For oxygen, it is -2. Now what these charges are going to do, they're going to swap. Aluminum is going to take the 2, so you're going to write that 2 as a subscript, and the oxygen is going to take the 3, so you're going to write the 3 as a subscript. And here's your formula for aluminum oxide. And by the way, the last name becomes IDE ending of oxide. So you would not say aluminum oxygen, but instead aluminum oxide. Let's take a look at the next one, beryllium iodine. Let's look at our periodic table and find the charge for beryllium and the charge for iodine. Beryllium has a charge of +2 and iodine has a charge of -1. The charges are going to swap once again. Beryllium takes on the 1, but the 1 is understood, so we don't have to write the 1. The 2 is going to be written as a subscript beside iodine, and so you get beryllium iodide. It's that simple. Let's try 2 more examples. And if you have questions, please go ahead and write them in the comments below. The next one was calcium sulfur. Calcium sulfur. So again, calcium has a charge of +2. Sulfur has a charge of -2. Anytime the numbers are the same, forget about the positive or negative sign, but look at the numbers. When the numbers are the same, they cancel out. So we end up with simply CAS. And the name of this formula is calcium sulfide. The last example, calcium and iodine. Calcium and iodine have the same thing in common as beryllium and iodine. So this formula is going to be quite simple to write. You want to know why? Because beryllium also has a charge of +2, just like calcium. Iodine, the charge never changed. It's still -1. So the same way I wrote beryllium iodine, the same way that I wrote beryllium iodide is the same thing I'm going to write for calcium iodide. So in other words, I'm going to replace Be with Ca for calcium. So here it is. Calcium has a +2 charge. Iodine has a -1 charge, and they're going to swap. Calcium takes the 1, but the 1 is understood, so we don't have to write it. Iodine takes the 2 as a subscript, and so we write calcium iodide. If you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out to yours truly, Professor TK the Chemist. And if you need more one-on-one, book a session with me and we'll get you right on the right track. Okay? Have a good one.